Hello there, my name's Card. I'm a long-time progressive community organiser and activist, and today I just want to briefly talk about a reactionary dog whistle that's been around for a while now, as well as what it really means, who's using it, and why. For those who might not know, in politics, a dog whistle is a word, a phrase, or a symbol which seems perfectly innocent and innocuous to most people, but which really communicates a more sinister hidden message to those in the know. Additionally, there'll also be a playlist of videos of mine, linked at the top of the description, which goes into detail about all sorts of reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them. Today specifically, I wanted to talk about the notion of wooden doors on the gas chambers of Holocaust death camps, and how they've become a contemporary reactionary meme and signal, particularly in online spaces. A lot of the online far-right congregate most of their time on dedicated reactionary forums and image boards where they're free to be as openly bigoted as they want to be. But whenever they're on the normal, regular side of the internet, they'll often reuse a lot of the alt-right jokes and memes and talking points they would with the other reactionaries, but they'll couch it all in abstract language and obtuse references so that it flies over the heads of most normal people. If you consider yourself a socially conscious progressive, you should try to familiarize yourself with a lot of the general references and talking points online reactionaries will bring up, so that you don't let them fly under your radar when they're trying to spread their ideology and signal their beliefs to one another online. After all, knowing is half the battle. In particular, a lot of the reactionary content you might see posted online that you should be aware of are hateful anti-Semitic jokes and tropes and conspiracy theories that have simply been lifted straight from neo-Nazi forums and the like, and given the slightest veneer of obfuscating abstraction away from what they really mean. To this end, one of the far-right talking points that people will often attempt to jokingly bring up online is the idea that there were wooden doors on the entrances to the gas chambers at the Nazi extermination camps of the Second World War, like Auschwitz and Dachau. This is essentially misinformation designed to perpetuate the myth that the death camps were not actually built for the purpose of enacting a genocide, which is itself a form of Holocaust denialism. Neo-Nazis and their kind claim that the big structures at these death camps, which are commonly labelled poison gas chambers, were in reality all some other type of structure like a barracks or a mess hall, and that supposedly the presence of wooden doors, which would not be airtight, proved this. This is a claim that neo-Nazis and the like have been making for decades now, and they'll often claim to have photographic or video evidence of these wooden doors at the camps. In reality, of course, the gas chambers of the Nazi regime were just that, gas chambers, and pictures you might see presented as proof that they weren't are typically either deliberate fakes or intentionally mislabeled photos of other facilities, for instance. When people try to claim that places like Auschwitz had wooden doors on their gas chambers, either directly or jokingly, they're essentially just trying to dismiss the reality of the Holocaust and the explicit function of the Third Reich's extermination camps. And in order to avoid the backlash they'd get from explaining their entire Holocaust-denying thesis out loud, when reactionaries and neo-Nazis are trying to signal their beliefs to one another, it will often be enough for them to merely reference the term wooden doors. So, if you happen to see someone online making an oblique reference to the concept of wooden doors, especially in relation to Germany or the Second World War, now you know the reason why, and it should register to you as a pretty big red flag now. So, for the sake of keeping yourself and your spaces safe, please just keep it in mind. It's always good to be able to recognise alt-right messaging and signalling like this, so you can spot it, denounce it, explain why it's wrong and bad to others, and remove the people posting this sort of stuff. That's all I have to say today. I hope it helps. Once again, my name's Card. If you might want to hear more from me, especially more about emerging or obscure reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube page, or just take a look at my other videos. Either way, goodbye for now, and stay safe out there.